And these are the visuals that we are bringing you right now. This is happening right now in Mumbai as President Emmanuel Macron meets with Prime Minister Modi. The two leaders standing there, exchanging thoughts, talking to each other as Prime Minister Modi welcomes President Emmanuel Macron to India for this bilateral meet. And these visuals that we bring to you as he walks into Lok Bhavan, where the meeting is set to happen. This is the venue of the bilateral meet where Prime Minister Modi was waiting for him. He was received at the car by the Prime Minister, and then for the photo opportunity, the two went on to that stage where the two leaders shook hands as the media took photographs of the two leaders meeting. An extremely important meeting for both the countries. And as you can see with the smiles of the two leaders, both are glad to see each other. They've always shared a warm relationship, Prime Minister Modi and Emmanuel Macron, and it is clearly displayed as they meet each other, warm handshakes and a warm hug. The two leaders of two big countries, two important countries, as India Today Global's Pranay Upadhyay was telling us, providing each other stability, which is key in this current geopolitical scenario, as constantly the focus keeps changing. And joining us now is once again India Today Global's Pranay Upadhyay. Pranay, we see on our screens a warm hug and a warm handshake and smiles between the two leaders. They've had a relationship for a while. They are good friends, not just two leaders meeting, but two friends meeting.
Absolutely, Anjali. This is the bonhomie we have seen at various locations, and now these pictures are coming from Mumbai. Prime Minister Narendra Modi warmly greeting and warmly welcoming French President Emmanuel Macron. This visit, this partnership is very key and very important, not only for India and France, but even for the regions. If you see the partnership between India and Europe, this relationship between India and France is key to that partnership as well. And for the year of innovation 2026, for the defense partnership, for the future collaboration between these two countries. So this is not only a partnership between two countries or two dynamics, but this is also a strong bond between these two leaders. We have seen that how French President Emmanuel Macron has always warmly praised Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and we have seen that how Prime Minister Narendra Modi, wherever he met, even on the sidelines of various multilateral meetings, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has always warmly met French President Emmanuel Macron, and this is a relationship, a bond of mutual respect and mutual affection for both leaders have for each other, and a special bond. But besides that, since we were talking about the importance of this partnership, this is a very crucial juncture for the international dynamics, be it the geopolitical volatility or geo-economical volatility, Anjali. France is also looking for the steadfast and the steady partnership as well. And India can become a very strong supporter and votary of multipolarity and a very strong economy, can lend that kind of a support to France at a time when the European economy is also facing a lot of challenges. And if you see the kind of shift we are witnessing nowadays in the attitude and in the approach of France and other European leaders, that they are not harping on the issue of India's support or India's friendship with Russia or Russia-Ukraine conflict. This is the building of the bilateral partnership, which has actually given dividend to these economies, be it the economy of Germany, be it the economy of Italy, or be it the economy of France. And clearly, India has also emerged as a key supplier of talented manpower and human resource for the European economy. And that is the big potential where all these big economies of Europe are looking at, which are primarily manpower deficient. So in terms of it's a partnership of a mutual convenience and a win-win partnership, Anjali, because India needs technology, India needs clean technology, India needs cutting-edge technology, India needs research and innovation partnership, which can come from these European countries like France and Germany, Italy. These are the leaders in terms of the cutting-edge technology. On the other side, India can give them the required manpower, the talented manpower and human resource. And that is the relationship, that is the bond which can develop, after such meetings. And wherever both Prime Minister Modi and President Macron have met, they have, always expressed their belief and their confidence that India and France has a lot to share and lot to work upon, and a lot to build upon. And therefore, we have seen that how the French French investment in India has steadily gone up. In fact, after the India-EU FTA, French investment is likely to go further up in India, and France is looking at in terms of the automobile, in terms of the textile, in terms of defense and the clean air technology. So there are various aspects where India and France are collaborating, and after this meeting of Mumbai between these two leaders, we are likely to get some substantive outcomes after this meeting. Some great technological achievements are likely to be announced, and agreements are likely to be announced after this meeting. This is what we are learning from our sources, that this visit and this meeting is going to have a very some very substantive outcomes in terms of defense collaboration, in terms of the technological cooperation, in terms of the startup ecosystem, that how France can help India's startup ecosystem, and also some key investment in Indian economy.
Right, absolutely. And, these visuals that we are getting of the Prime Minister and the President of France meeting is also extremely crucial, because remember, this has significance. World's largest democracy is teaming up with one of the oldest democracies. And the two leaders have shared an extremely warm relationship earlier also. We've seen how Macron invited Prime Minister Modi for the Bastille Day, which is an important occasion for them in French Revolution. And it was reciprocated by the Prime Minister by inviting him for the 2024 Republic Day. So, Pranay, clearly the warm relationship that we see between the two individuals should seep into the relationship of the two countries.
Anjali, but the intent here is that let this partnership or this bonding translate into the real action and concrete deliverables, and that's why both the leaders after their meeting, they will be addressing the business leaders and the business community in Mumbai from both India and France, and they are likely both leaders will call upon the industries to take forward this relationship, to build more concrete deliverables in terms of India-France partnership. India-France, Chamber of Commerce will be there, and they will be taking forward the key deliverables in terms of attracting more French investment in India, to build, if I might list, some of the key deliverables and how India and France have built this partnership, that, with Reliance Aerostructure, there will be the mainframe production of some of the air platforms. There is a helicopter facility which will be inaugurated jointly by these two leaders in Karnataka, especially in Kolar region, in partnership with Tata Defense Systems and Airbus. So the industry can take forward this partnership between these two leaders and these two countries, and take in terms of key deliverables and concrete achievements in terms of products, in terms of services, in terms of the greater good for both the economies.
And Pranay, we also see that the relationship that India and France have had, as we were talking earlier, India has been a buyer for the big seller France, but now this is shifting. The shift is now is more on a joint venture kind of a situation, where the joint production will happen, technology transfer will happen. Do try and explain that also to us.
Absolutely. This is a very key aspect of the partnership, Anjali, because if you see the new, facility, H-125 helicopter, this is a utility helicopter. This is, a helicopter which is, largely and widely used in the civilian sector, civil aviation sector. So, France, the Airbus would be has established this facility, the final assembly line for the H-125 helicopters in India, and they intend to sell these helicopters to other, the Southeast Asian and other countries as well. Besides that, France is also looking at a potential sale of the Rafale fighter jets in Indonesia, and therefore France has already established in a process to establish the MRO, the maintenance and maintenance, repair and overhaul facility in India, in India's Pune. And besides the other maintenance facilities in India for Rafale fighter jets, in terms of the supply of equipment, in terms of the services as well. So clearly this is another push for India's Make in India program, because if France has invested in India for the Rafale fighter jet and building and making it as a base for their MRO facility for the Rafale fighter jets, certainly they are looking and trying to make India as a key base for the potential sale and potential service delivery to other countries as well, and servicing those platforms while being based in India. So clearly this is the key area where the partnership can actually deliver not only good for the Indian economy and Indian platform, Indian defense requirement, but can also help the Indian manufacturing industry, because if France is investing in India, this will bring up the potential of Indian manpower. This is going to upgrade the Indian manufacturing sector, especially the defense industrial complex is going to get boost after such collaborations.
Absolutely, but it is not just about the money only. There are other things also in it. Pranay, if we look at it, if we look at our history, France has been an all-weather friend, not just a fair-weather friend. We've seen United States getting close to India, but then we've seen many issues cropping between the two countries. But we look at France, right down from the time India tested its nuclear capacity, France was standing there behind us. Whether we look at the continuous support in the UN Security Council, France is always there for us. So this relationship needs to be respected because it's always been beneficial and mutually beneficial.
Absolutely. The key aspect of this partnership is that France has already taken this relationship and this partnership beyond the buyer-seller relationship, where they want to be invested in India in terms of the joint research, joint collaboration, joint production. One of the key aspects of India-France partnership is the potential deal of the Safran engines for the fighter jets of India, and that is the area India has been looking for collaboration. And French company Safran has extended help to India, and that potential deal is being explored by both the sides seriously. And if that happens, India will get a fighter engine or will get a help to develop its own fighter jet engine with the collaboration of French scientists and French defense industrial complex. That is going to be a key area where and how that India and France are collaborating.